Local 4 News starts right now.
As a Woodhaven High School junior fights to stay alive after a horrific accident, the community is coming together to help his broken-hearted family.
16-year-old Aiden Gardner was riding his bike to school at the end of September when he was hit crossing the road.
He has yet to wake up, and the fear tonight is that he never will. Mara McDonald live in Woodhaven tonight. The driver in this case, though, Mara, did stop immediately.
She sure did, Devin, and let me show you how this whole thing happened. So Aiden was coming out of his, home here in Woodhaven Place. This is the main drag to the mobile home community. So he's riding his bike up here. This is Van Horn Road. He drove his bike across, or wanted to get to the other side, simply because that's the only part that has a sidewalk when he got hit.
Usually around 7:30 to 7:45, I get a text that says, "Made it."
But there was no text from Aiden on September 26th. At first, Lachelle thought it was just because her son was rushing to class. He loves school. At 7:49, she got the call.
Aiden got hit.
It was bad. The facial fractures were terrible, but the brain injury is severe. He's been on a vent and feeding tube for the last 3 weeks and has yet to regain consciousness. His survival is in question.
We're getting the worst news, and we're being faced with some of the most horrific decisions that a mom and dad can face.
For Lachelle, the last 3 weeks have been a blur and endless at the same time. Weeks that were supposed to be filled with Aiden's first homecoming dance, as well as honoring his academic achievements.
He was a straight A student. He just got his academic award letter for his varsity jacket on the 21st. So he wasn't able to do anything with that yet.
Back here live, according to police, just a terrible, terrible accident. Friends and community members are heartsick over what has happened here. They have started a GoFundMe for this family, which has astronomical bills ahead of them. If you are interested, we've got the information up on clickondetroit.com. We're live in Woodhaven tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara, thanks.
Ann Arbor police are investigating an alleged assault between football players at Huron High School. The investigation centers on 4 team members and their teammate. Pamela Osborne live with what the district is saying about what happened here. Pam?
Well, Devin, the district doesn't comment on matters regarding disciplinary actions with students, but what I can tell you is last week's JV football game against Lincoln was canceled. On October 3rd, a 15-year-old Huron High School junior varsity football player says he was assaulted by 4 other teammates in a locker room. Ann Arbor police tell us the teen was pulled to the floor and wrapped in netting. His phone was thrown during the incident and broke as a result. At least part of what happened was recorded on video. The 15-year-old's mother contacted Ann Arbor Public Schools, which contacted police on October 10th. The topic came up during the last school board meeting.
The culture and climate issues that have arisen, particularly at the Huron JV football team, are very concerning to all of us.
The district releasing a statement Wednesday reading in part, quote, "Immediately following the incident, our Huron team implemented strong mitigation measures and took appropriate disciplinary steps to ensure safety at school for our students. Our commitment is that we must and we will do better." And so officials here at Huron High School have already spoken with police. They are cooperating with that police investigation. They're looking into this incident as well. I should mention the team's last game of the season would have been tomorrow, except Holt, their opponent, actually canceled the rest of their season, or their entire season. So no more football for that JV team. Reporting live tonight in Ann Arbor, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Okay, Pam.
All right, time now for a check of the weather, and all we can say is better days are ahead.
Let's focus on that. Forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams with a look at a nice stretch of weather coming up.
Really nice stretch of weather. We do still have a couple areas of rain tomorrow, and then Friday into the weekend looks absolutely beautiful. Right now, let's talk about some wind chills because it's cold out there. Feels like it's 31 in Pontiac, freezing in Mount Clemens and at Metro Airport, 36 the current wind chill at the city of Detroit. Clouds and radar, there's been some snow showers up to our north. Those continue over into Alpena. We still have the clouds in place, and we'll keep those clouds around as we go through the overnight hours. At the bus stop tomorrow morning, it will be dry and cold, 36 degrees. A few showers possible in the afternoon, anytime between 11 and about 4 o'clock. Once we get that rain out of here, though, take a look at this temperature trend. We are going to warm up significantly just in time for the weekend. I'll have that weekend forecast for you in just a few minutes.
An hours-long barricaded gunman situation ends peacefully on Detroit's west side. Police say a woman with several weapons was inside a home on Artesian Street, right in the area of Tireman and the Southfield Freeway. They believe she's been dealing with a mental health issue, has not been taking her medication. 2 children were removed from the home along with a man who had been stabbed. The woman surrendered around 8 o'clock tonight, transported to a mental health facility.
One suspect in custody tonight in the death of a teen girl whose body was found on I-94. The body of 17-year-old Taya Land was discovered Friday on I-94 near 8 Mile in St. Clair Shores. Police say the girl appeared to be shot in the head. Police have not said if she was shot on the freeway or if the crime happened somewhere else. State police executed 2 search warrants in the city of Southfield and took 2 people into custody. After an investigation, 1 person was released. The other remains in custody. Charges pending.
Star basketball player at Eastern Michigan University avoids jail time by accepting a plea deal. The deal allows felony gun charges against Emoni Bates to be dismissed. The 18-year-old was arrested last month after police found a gun during a traffic stop. Bates' attorney reached a deal to get those charges dropped in exchange for a misdemeanor charge. Sentencing is now set for December 14th. Bates has since been reinstated to EMU's basketball team. Cost to heat your home is expected, no surprise, to increase this winter. If you use oil, could go up close to 30%. Propane and natural gas prices, though, also expected to spike, according to the National Energy Information Administration.
So what can you do now to cut down the costs? Let's get Jason Colthorpe, who has some tips ahead of winter.
Yeah, and those figures you just mentioned, by the way, could go even higher if winter is colder than expected. These tips, by the way, very easy to install and affordable.
We can all tell that energy costs pretty high by just looking at the gas pump.
Marcus Huff with Mr. Fix-It Construction and Renovation is walking us through the most important ways to keep the heat inside your home this winter.
One of the larger things would be to add a batt or blown insulation in your attic, because we all know heat rise is going to go out.
It's also important to keep the cold air out.
A lot of your energy loss is going to come from your windows and doors. So you want to make sure you got a good weather strip around your windows, good weather strip around your doors.
If your home is anything like mine, somebody is always asking to turn the thermostat up. Huff says you need to nip that right in the bud.
You can bump that thing up 2 degrees and it may take an hour for it to reach that 2 degrees. So just setting it and forget it pretty much. You want to set your thermostat at a constant 70 degrees, 70 to 72. And just let it sit there. So another thing that I would recommend is, 1, Energy Star appliances. And when using a dishwasher, try to pack it as much as you can.
And don't forget to take care of the heartbeat of your house, the furnace.
With the seasons changing like they are, with the allergens and everything, I would recommend changing these like once every 3 months.
Huff also recommends shorter showers with a low-flow shower head, doing some loads of laundry with cold water, and an insulation wrap for your water heater. So maybe get it done this weekend since we're actually going to have some warm weather. I'm Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Which will be nice, yeah.